It's the Ticket Plug. We've been running an online ticket business for over a decade, and now we've created an easy way for you to do the same thing through our private ticket resale community. Joining our community will give you a way to flip your bread and generate profit income consistently. We provide you with all the tools, training, and resources needed to start your life-changing online ticket business. Zero experience needed. To join our ticket resale community, go to thetickettrap.com. Again, go to thetickettrap.com. That's thetickettrap.com.
Ready to do that late night tap in. What is going on with all of you? Glad to have everybody tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all living on this beautiful, beautiful late night? Glad you guys are up. Haven't done a late night tap in a few days, but I did some on my main broadcast. You can see those on my YouTube channel, my Tariq Radio YouTube channel. What's up, 305? I see you got that Areta Susse shirt. Shout out to you, brother. Areta Susse season is coming up pretty soon. We're going to have a nice event for Areta Susse this December at the museum. And we're having an event next week, not this coming weekend, but next weekend, Saturday, September 14th. At the Hidden History Museum. Y'all need to get your tickets to join me and others at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. What's up, Richard Sudan, our brother from the UK? What's up, brother Richard? Shout out to Richard Sudan in the building. What's up, Black Alpha in the building? Shout out to the family. We're going to get calls in a minute. What's up, Grinds TV? Glad to have you tuning in. And by the way, the album from Flextro, Grinding for a Green Card, that's going to be available next Friday, the 13th. The pre-orders are now. You guys go to iTunes and pre-order the Grinding for a Green Card album now. Hot songs on the album. People love the single, Grinding for a Green Card. I think we're going to release another single this week. I'm trying to decide which one. Either Punjabi Passion or Janky Hairline. There's just so many hits on the album. So many hit songs. And you guys, again, y'all can get that on iTunes now. Hit that pre-order and get it on iTunes right now. Get that pre-order. And if you pre-order it, you'll get the first single, two singles. You'll get Musty Tether and Grinding for a Green Card downloaded now. So go ahead and pre-order. So when the album comes out, you will get them automatically. All right. I want to touch on, before I get calls, I'm going to get calls in a minute. That shooting that happened down in Georgia, there was a school shooting down in Georgia. I think 2 students got killed and 2 teachers. And it was like a 14-year-old white kid who did the shooting. Come to find out, they said that he was already being investigated by the FBI a year before when he was like 12 or 13 because of some threats that he allegedly made. So this guy was already on the radar. Notice a lot of these mass shooters and school shooters, they're always on the radar already. They always see that there's some kind of investigation where these guys were already on the radar of the FBI, and the FBI don't really do anything about it. They don't take their guns or nothing. You know, now, black folks, if somebody in the black community do a crime, boy, they make sure they round up everybody. Boy, they hit everybody with a damn RICO, round them right on up, don't they? So these guys sit up here and get investigated, and they sit on their hands until these guys go ahead and pull the trigger. But this case is a little interesting. One of the victims was a special needs black teen who was 14 years old. It seemed like the black teen was targeted. It seemed like that black teen was probably targeted, just like in Columbine. They like to downplay Columbine, those shootings, but those were some white supremacists who did those shootings, and they targeted the black students. They hit white kids too, but the few black students that were there, they targeted them. Now at this school, from what I've seen, doesn't seem like there were too many black kids at this school. So it seems like this guy, the shooter, targeted pretty much the only one he can get at. The one little black student that was there, he seemingly targeted him out. You see, and the media is not looking at it from that angle. I'm pretty sure this kid was on 4chan or some of them little racist sites, but they're they're being very hush hush about this guy and his associations. You see, when it's a white shooter, it's always the lone wolf. Now, if a black shooter, they're gonna look into everybody he ever knew in his life and investigate them. When the shooter's black, boy, they start rounding up everybody and they're knocking on everybody's door. Much like with Micah Johnson and those guys, they started knocking on all of the influencers' doors, and we got visits from the FBI because of Micah Johnson and other people. They visited me. I think they went to Boyce Watkins. I think they went to Professor Griff. I think Zoe Williams, they hit him up too. So yeah, they treat us as one big Negro. But trying to say how this thing is going to play out, I think they're going to charge the kid, as an adult, even though he's 14. But I want to know what websites he was on. How did he get radicalized? Because none of them are lone wolves. None of these guys are lone wolves. They always have some kind of central website that they go to that helps radicalize them, and they never get hit with no RICOs. So they have to play that whole lone wolf thing. So that dynamic is very interesting. What's up, Nikki the God? How are you, beloved? A lot of folks trying to get on the phone lines early, so let me start letting y'all in here early because I'm not going to be on here too long. Let's get Corey. Let's get Corey in the place. Oh, Corey, you ready? Turn your microphone on. All right, Corey. So let's get Donald. Let's get Donald in here.
Tariq,
What's up, Donald?
have you ever thought about being a lobbyist?
I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas that I have about the political game. A lot of folks want me to run for office, be a lobbyist, start a super PAC. So there's a lot of things. So there's a few ideas that I got, but being a lobbyist, not really. I haven't really thought about that. Now, are you a lobbyist?
No, I'm not a lobbyist. But the reason I'm asking is because I'm thinking out loud. If you the lobbyist and we raise the money and give it to you, who we get the money to?
Yeah, well, I would give it probably to an independent or something, or it really depends. We would just dangle that money to somebody who's gonna um, roll with our agenda. We'll dangle that money and say, "Hey, look, you're going to get money and a voting block. We got a few $1 million for you if you go ahead and put reparations in the forefront. And if you do that, we're going to get you a lot of voters, and you're going to get a nice bag. So, what we going to do?" So, yeah, that's a good idea. And people can put that together. There's a lot of ideas that I got, and a lot of things that I'm going to start doing. What I'm going to do, because people have been wanting me to do some things like this for a long time, because a lot of times when we talk, we have open forums like this, which is cool. We have open forums like my YouTube channel, but I want to start having some real thorough minded people really tap in and get into a network where we can really start building without just a lot of people who come in and try to disrupt ops, tethers. You understand? Because a lot of times we'll have constructive conversations and dialogue, but truth be told, there's a lot of ops in the mix. There's a lot of agent provocateurs in the mix. There's a lot of tethers who are just low key hating. There's a lot of trolls in the mix. So we kind of have to take the good with the bad. And we make it entertaining, which is whatever. But looking at the political climate and just how serious things are, I do want to get a network, almost like a online class to a certain degree, which acts almost as a think tank where people have to enroll in it, where you have to be screened and you have to enroll in the online course so that we can get people who we can kind of check their backgrounds out, people who are already serious about building and being constructive, and just really have a network of cats where we talk about some real game, talk about political strategies, talk about wealth building strategies. You understand? Get into touch on some of the old Mac lesson stuff too, because a lot of folks want me to get back into that. Just personal game as far as men and how to carry yourself. I might have to start, and I've been really thinking about this for years. I just haven't had a chance in time to do it. I do so many projects, but I want to really start doing that. My man just reminded me of that because that's an idea. Speaking of lobbying, we just need a platform that's really closed off. It's only for the serious people, where we can just chop up that type of game unabetted with people not impeding our dialogue, where only like-minded people who want to build will be able to participate. That's going to be coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be coming soon, and that's going to help people step their game up. It's very important being around like-minded people, because sometimes we get a lot of people in here. We get thousands of people in here listening, but a very significant number of them are just hate listening. They're listening as for an opportunity just to hate. That's entertaining, but when it comes to building, I don't want that kind of energy around at all. And I want to create a platform where we can alleviate that, because I think we'll get a lot of stuff done. Um, because we need to get some real strong networks going of many of us who are on the same page so we can start building. So when we have the political structure pulling little janky games like they did in California, we need to have a place where we can cultivate our politicians. You understand? We need to cultivate politicians from the ground up. We need to get folks who are serious about politics, serious about understanding law. That's another thing too, cultivating people who are potential lawyers and get them in some of these spaces where we are in a think tank like environment, so we can cultivate people to go out here and do things that's going to strengthen the community. And I think that would be better done when we do it within a closed door setting, so to speak, so that will alleviate a lot of the foolery that happens in open forums. And also, in these open forums, a lot of stuff that we do here goes viral. People get the clips and chop them up and put them all over the place. Sometimes there's some conversations that don't need to be out there like that. You understand? Sometimes we need some backdoor, behind the door conversations that's not going to go viral. And we just need to kind of build so we don't have just knuckleheads trying to shoot down whatever we're trying to say in bad faith arguments. Just like when we criticize Kamala Harris, these folks got paid ops to just comment on everything. Every time we say something critical of Kamala Harris or talk about what we need to do to get Kamala Harris to abide by our agenda, we get some of these paid operatives that's paid by the DNC that hops in our comment section nonstop. And we knew they were coming with all of that. We all must be MAGA. Trump must be paying y'all. We get that goofy nonsense. And these people are paid by think tanks. So we need our own think tanks, family. That's how to combat that. We need our own think tanks where we can do the same thing. But I digress. I digress. Let me get Aletha. Aletha in the building. What's up, Aletha? Aletha, are you in here? All right. Let's get Corey K. Let's try him again. Corey K. Corey K in the building. All right. So let's get Aletha out of here. Let's get Mr. Chris in here. Let's get Aletha out. Corey K, you're out because you will not speak. Mr. Chris, what's going on? Okay.
Tariq, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing much, my brother, man. Well, a lot much been going on. I've been listening to you for years, man, and I'm a 5 hour drive from you, because you're still in the LA area, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm here in Arizona, and it was funny what you were saying, because I've been saying on my own broadcast about uh, us having a think tank. I
Yeah.
think that's very important, and I've really been wanting to collaborate with with other brothers. I've collaborated with Torian Rain, Kid Gravity, even Uncle Joe, Judge Joe Brown. He's
Yeah.
he's been on my broadcast, and I what's going to happen. I'm just going to put this out there. Come November 6th, the war is on, Tariq. We B1 content creators, we definitely gonna have to galvanize, because the mainstream media is gonna come after us viciously when Kamala loses.
Yeah.
And I'm all about collaborating. I would love for you to be a guest on my broadcast, and anything that I could do to help you, hey, I got you.
No doubt, man. Much respect to that. Yeah, man. We need yeah, we just got to tighten these networks up, man. We need to create a space where serious minded people are really networking, and I'm going to be setting that up pretty soon, because that's been an idea. People have been wanting me to do that for years, like a online university slash think tank, and I'd just be doing so many projects, but that's a project that I'm going to prioritize, because I want us to be able to network. You got too many people who are organized against us. I'm doing a lot of reconnaissance, a lot of intel work, just kind of studying what the enemies are doing, and I'm seeing that these other think tanks out here, especially from the DNC, man, these folks, the DNC is worse than COINTELPRO as far as us. I want y'all to really understand, we are being attacked by the DNC. The DNC is attacking black society, ladies and gentlemen. You think that they're just doing it overtly with their paid mouthpieces openly? I want y'all to think about something. If you see that they got their open mouthpieces openly insulting us, Rollins and all of these Democratic shill accounts that's openly attacking us, you don't think that they're doing even more nefarious things behind the scenes? I'm talking about dangerous stuff. Because let's be real, a lot of the targeting that we get, these are from Democratic ops. I've had Democratic ops infiltrate our circles. Some of the people who come around us to our events acting like they're helping out, low key, they're Democratic ops. When those white Hispanics were vandalizing our things, we found out those guys, many of them are clicked in with some Democratic organizations out here in Los Angeles. Many of those guys were clicked in with Democratic organizations. When you see a lot of these people online who make all of these COINTELPRO style videos about me, notice how many of them are left leaning. Many of them are low key supporting Kamala Harris, talking about weird MAGA and all of that. When you see some of these weird COINTELPRO style people criticizing us, talking about we're MAGA, those are people that's paid by the Democrats, and they're doing things to undermine us. The Democrats are openly attacking us right now. I want y'all to understand that. They are our open enemy. This is why anybody supporting the Democrats right now who's not a paid op, you're an idiot. Let me keep it a buck. And if your only answer is, well, what about Trump? That's not an answer. Trump ain't doing the stuff that the Democrats are doing. The Democrats are openly attacking black society. For real, and openly insulting black society. So we have a right to be very critical of them. They got these paid operatives that's cursing us out every 5 minutes. The minute we ask a question about their policies, shut up, you stupid as hell. You must be paid by MAGA. It's like, huh? I want to know what the policies are. And we got to shut up and just go along with it. That's a dictatorship. What kind of prison ass plantation nonsense is that? This is how the Democrats are talking to us. They're openly attacking us. They're sending people to vandalize us. A lot of the vandalisms that we get, that comes from Democratic operatives. Yeah? Let me get some people. Let me get my brother Afro Elite in the building. Afro Elite in the building. What's up, fam? What's up, Afro? I can hear you. What's going on, brother?
I want to say, first off, I love the idea of getting a group together so we can have a think tank, because if the opposition has one, we need to have one too, so we can
Yeah.
galvanize and organize our message.
Yes,
Now,
absolutely.
what I wanted to come up here and say, I don't know if you know, but apparently there was a situation where Tiger Woods called Kamala Harris out for using a fake accent. He said
I,
it was
I think that was fake though. I think that was from a
okay.
parody site. Yeah, I think that was fake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even still, the situation with Tyrese calling out the Biden administration for not doing anything. Now, I don't agree with him saying anything about brown people. That was
Right.
something misleading. But what I do notice is that this election, a lot of the bigger celebrities that have things going for themselves, they're not really willing to die on that plantation, the Democratic plantation. A lot of them are kind of keeping to themselves, if not criticizing the Democrats. Now, before you had the biggest celebrities, everybody's sitting up there saying, vote blue no matter who, or vote or die. And now you're not really seeing that. Now the only celebrities that you're really seeing are kind of washed up,
Right.
has-beens, the Uncle Luke's, the Plies, all of the kind of the washed up people who are saying anything about it. You're not really seeing any big celebrity of note trying to do that. You're seeing actually a lot of them repeat our sentiments
Yep.
and repeat the
Absolutely.
things that we're saying. So it's not no fringe thing, and it's not MAGA. Everybody is starting to notice this, and the only people who are not saying anything, or the only people defending the Democrats, are the people who want to get put on again. That's really it.
Absolutely. Real talk. Thank you so much. We got Gabriel. He's Democrat, works for these think tanks, works for the DNC, and he's Haitian. So I just put that in context. So I just want people to know where his conversations are going to come from. It's coming from that perspective. He works with the DNC and he's Haitian. So of course all of his arguments are going to be pro Kamala.
I don't officially work with the DNC now. My work in politics has nothing to do with the DNC per
But
se.
but you do work for the DNC though, brother.
Well, okay.
Directly or indirectly, just because you work for some probably think tank that they hire, it's for the DNC. I don't want to. Let's not split hairs, all
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But go
That's
ahead.
fair.
But
Okay.
what's on your mind?
No, Tariq, you said a lot of things. Like the Democrats are openly attacking black people, and like
Yes,
the DNC are like a bigger threat to anything that or bigger threat than Donald Trump, bigger threat to Republicans. Like, where is
yeah,
this all coming from? Like, we're
yes,
vandalizing, we're openly attacking black people. Like, where is this?
yes.
I don't. That's not what the party has ever stand for. I don't know where you're getting
That's
this
not
from at
true.
all. To
I'm telling you from experience. I'm,
experience, because you have personal beef with some people that defines the whole
I don't
Democratic
have any.
Party.
These people, they can't have a personal beef with me, and I don't know them. We've had white Hispanics with who's basically pro-immigration, and they see that we're anti-immigration. We've been vandalized because of them, and we found out that these guys are they work with DNC think tanks. So
So
yeah,
you're
we've
pushing
had
information that
we
the DNC is openly involved with vandalizing black
yes,
people. Like, that's what you
yeah,
think is going on?
yes,
And you said we're
yeah,
worse than
and
COINTELPRO?
yeah,
this
yeah.
is
They
this
got
is it's
listen.
this is
The
insane
DNC
information.
got listen. The DNC got people attacking us openly. We can't post anything without a flood of troll accounts from the DNC cursing us out, calling us every name other than the child of
Well,
God.
not every Democrat. Well, not every Democrat on Twitter works for the DNC. Not every
They
Democratic supporter
do.
is for DNC
They're not
ship.
doing no. They're not doing this for free. They do this every 4 years.
What?
They do it every 4 years. Every 4 years, they pop up right around election season. And the minute we say,
That's
"Hey,
when everybody talks about
what
politics.
what's
Of
Kamala's
course.
policy?" All of a sudden, and it's not only they
Have you
work
watched?
for
Do you
the
not watch
DNC,
Kamala's rallies?
not only do they work for the DNC, they're using the exact same talking points over and over
What
again.
talking points do you
So
have a
that
problem
means
with?
so that means it's centralized. It's coming from a central source. Every time we post something, they say the same thing damn near word for word. Y'all must be MAGA. Is Trump paying y'all? And they're doing different variations of the same exact thing. That's something that was emailed to the
That's a common attack. That's a common attack. I get.
no. That's something that was given to them. They're given specific talking points to use. It's not that coincidental that people are going to be using the exact same talking points thousands of times over and over again unless it's centralized. And
But let's be fair. That attack is very commonly used on both sides. I get called for being paid by the Democratic Party. You've used that attack to attack the
yeah, because you
same
do work
people.
for
I mean, but that's the
you
same
work for
attack.
the
But
DNC.
okay, but that's what I'm saying. It's a very common attack. But you can't say, oh, multiple people are saying it. Common centralized. The DNC is trying to infiltrate this group of people. Like that's just like Twitter's a big world. There's a lot of Democrats. There's a lot of people sparse over everything. That's not centralized messaging from the DNC. Like
Yeah,
that's two different things.
yes, it is. And
Come on.
also, and I've seen documents of people working for these think tanks talking about how they are infiltrating our circles and watching what we do and reporting back to some type of centralized organization. I've actually seen documents of that. And I'm going to show that on my broadcast this week. This is why I wanted to do the think tank thing, because I'm looking at documents of these people admitting that they're infiltrating our circles to get intel so that they can feed to their paymasters. So this is very
And also, it's just like you have a lot of smoke for Kamala Harris this election, like more smoke than I've seen you have
because she's
for
up
any
here
other.
acting a damn fool.
Like
She's
you
doing
had more smoke for Kamala Harris than you
because
had for Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris is doing stuff to us she wouldn't do to no other group. She wouldn't go to other groups with a fake ass accent
Did
and disrespect them like
did you
that,
not vote
sir.
for Don Kamala? You live in California. Did you not vote for Kamala Harris when she ran for senator or
Hell
attorney general?
no,
You didn't vote
no,
for her. Okay.
no. And Kamala Harris has openly disrespected us over and over again. So
How has
yes, I
she?
got smoke for
Wait.
her.
How has? Okay, this girl has been around black people for most of her life. How has she
No,
disrespected her?
stop it. Because she ain't done nothing for us. She done locked a bunch of black people up.
That's
She
not
done
actually true.
locked
That her work as incarceration went
she
down.
locked black women up out here. There's black women on Twitter saying this woman was throwing us in jail. One of her victims is on Twitter saying the same thing. She gets around us saying what she ain't gonna do for us. She never says that to other groups. She gets around us using a fake FBA Southern accent, which she doesn't have. She would never do that to other groups.
Fake
So
Southern
yes, we got
accent. Come on, this is what
yes,
we
fake
doing.
Southern accent.
This is the issue we make it out. And look,
Yeah, yeah. You come around us.
the two, three. I got.
You better thank her, use a member. You better thank her, use a member. Yeah, I got a problem
She
with
might talk like that in her personal circles. You don't know what she
stop
talk like.
it.
But another,
Gable,
a
stop.
couple.
Stop.
Uh,
No, Gable, stop.
I'm just saying.
She,
I'm just saying. I talk different when I talk with around my group of friends. When I
yeah,
talk to
because
like
you're
the real white
Haitian.
space shit. I'm
You
just
talk
saying.
with a Haitian accent around
How would
your
I
friends.
talk with? I was
You
born
don't
in.
talk with a
I'm
foundation of
born and
black
raised in Georgia. How would
Southern
I talk with a
accent.
Haitian accent? You know Haitian accents. You know I don't talk about
Right.
Haitian accents.
You probably talk with a Haitian accent around your family and friends. That's fine. You're not going to talk with a Southern FBA accent under any circumstances unless you're being phony. And she's a phony, right?
I've talked the same way to you since our first conversation.
No,
So
you haven't. You've never talked
I've
with an
switched up.
FBA.
I,
You've never talked with an FBA accent because you're not from our lineage. It wouldn't be natural for you to talk like that, right?
I'm not claiming I'm talking a specific like really southern drawl. I'm saying
Then
that
what
like
you?
I've talked the same. I'm just saying I say I don't have a Haitian accent, but that's neither here nor there. But the
Oh,
second
Lord. Hold on. Let me get my brother Sir Major in the building. Sir Major, hop on, brother.
this man Sir Major now.
Oh, Hop on it.
So we doing tonight, Tariq?
Yeah, well, hell, this is an open forum. I'm letting everybody speak. You got a problem with Sir Major? Sir Major, unmute
Nah,
your mic.
me and him follow each other.
Okay. Sir Major, where you at, bro?
No.
Having problems with his microphone. All right, Sir Major, you can get your microphone on. That'll be great. So because listen, dude, I know the DNC people have shown me emails from the DNC. I got some insiders over there who works for some of these little marketing groups, and they give me information telling me some of the talking points the DNC gives them. So I already know what they do. Sir Major, you good, brother?
Yes, sir. How you feeling, Tariq?
I'm good. What's going on with you, man?
Man, we meet again with our Democratic shield, Gabriel.
Not a shock.
It's good to see
Yeah.
Gabe in the house, man. Listen,
How you
you're
doing, Sir
absolutely
Major?
correct. Go on mute. You're absolutely correct. The Democrats are out in full effect. Let there be no mistake about it. They ran a 3-hour space tonight, with well over 300 some people in the room, upset and butthurt that folks who don't live in the state of California fighting for reparations. They were saying, why are they fighting for reparations? They don't live in California. They need to be worried about their own business. So they're pissed off that we're putting pressure on the elected officials, the black elected officials, Democrats in the state of California. We're calling them out by name. We're
Mm-hmm.
fighting to replace these people and get them out of office. But most importantly, black folks are organizing like we've never had before. We're seeing organizations and groups of people sit down, getting out of these silos, and people who typically don't work together. So we're seeing some real good work happening in some organizing. And then most importantly, I heard a woman named Nikki Barnes, so I'm sure you probably heard that name before.
Oh,
She
Mm-hmm.
was
she's
saying,
a wonderful woman.
No, she ain't. But go
no,
ahead, sir.
no. She was saying stuff like, that there was some organizers around reparations reaching out to elected officials in Florida in her quote unquote market. She said specifically that I heard that they reached out to such and such, which was elected official, and I emailed them and said, if you do a meeting with her, call me on the back end. I'll pull up to the Capitol and I'm gonna pop up in that meeting. So this was supposed to be a one-on-one meeting with a reparationist and a lawmaker. She said out of her mouth that she was gonna pop up unannounced because of her relationships with these elected officials. So these Democrats, these black mammy Democrats, these bed witches. By the way, Nikki Barnes is married to a white man. She's not even
Mm,
committed to black
I knew
people.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Mm-hmm.
we gotta be bed
Her
witches
and
and
her
all that?
homegirl Leslie Weems, they're married to white men, and they throw that in our faces like that's some badge of honor or a trophy. So yeah, they're undermining the good work that grassroots are doing, and I wanted to let that be known. They're out in full effect.
But the argument for reparations, that's why it's good to use the Democratic parties, because at the end of the day, these political parties are tools, and the only way to get reparations is going to be through one party, and that is the Democratic Party. So all the
The
organizing,
Democrats in California failed us. What are you talking about?
Yes.
the Democrats in California failed us, but they're the closest. They're the closest
Well, no,
state
you're
to
not
get to
us. You're
that point,
Haitian,
though.
so you don't qualify.
Okay, I don't qualify for that, so us was the wrong term. But the Democrats in California has failed, but they're the closest part to get to reparations. There's not a Republican Party in any state and on the federal level that's going to touch the issue of reparations. So
That's
if
not true.
reparations,
That's not true. We had a we had
what?
a we had
Repar-
a we had an ethnic Republican who stood up for Black Americans when the Black Democrats and the white Democrats remained silent.
Yep.
I'm talking about the platform of the party. That reparations has a 90% disapproval in the Republican Party, and in the Democratic Party, the approval rating is split on the issue. So there's more leeway in the Democratic Party to get it done. And the reason why it's almost got done in California is because Democrats have a super majority. They have 75% of the legislator in the state Senate and the state assembly. That's the only way it could even get done. And that's never going to happen in a Republican state, especially in the southern states that like probably owe the most reparations. So
Okay,
like,
it was the Democrats that pandered to Black folks. They did it as a token and mechanism to pander to
I'm
us to get
saying,
their
if
votes up.
reparations is gonna happen, it's gonna have to be used through the tools and the resources that the
Let me
Democratic
ask you
Party
this.
has.
Let me
That's
ask you
all I'm
this real quick.
saying.
Let me ask you this real quick question. What have you done in solidarity for Black Americans to give reparations in California specifically? Now you're a Democrat and you use our identity. What have you done to help Black
I
Americans
use
get
my identity.
reparations?
The Haitian flags in my bio.
Yeah. But what have you done to help us out?
What do you mean to help out? I live in Georgia.
Yeah, okay, so you live in Georgia, but you know Black Americans are fighting for reparations. In the state of Georgia, Fulton County, where I used to live at, we have a reparations task force. What have you done to use your democratic voice to help Black folk out?
I mean, to get reparations done, the Democrats need to take the state house and the state
Sir, what
senate
have you done?
first.
Don't tell us what we need to do. What have you done?
I've helped out getting state Democrats and state house Democrats and state senate Democrats elected here in the state of Georgia. I knock on doors. I do all the grassroots work here in the state of Georgia, because in the state of Georgia, that's nothing is going to happen unless we get the numbers in Congress, in state Congress.
Okay,
You got to recognize
you got the numbers.
political reality of the situation.
Yeah, the numbers are there. So now what?
The numbers are there in California, and I'm not familiar with California politics. I don't know what happened between Gavin Newsom and the Black
Yeah,
Democrats
I
over
don't want to
there.
hear about we can't do nothing without the
Politics is
numbers.
a dirty game. Like, it
Numbers.
happened though.
No, because y'all say, well, we can't do nothing. You don't get the numbers. Okay, we got the numbers and we got the bill and everything ready, and then they crash out. So I don't want to hear what the Republicans ain't gonna do when the Democrats got it in their hand. The ball is literally in their hands. All they have to do is do a layup, and then they crash out. And then they want to pull this old mister from The Color Purple. The other man ain't gonna love you. I'm abusing you, but that other man is gonna abuse you even worse than me. I don't want to hear that Color Purple ass
That's
bull.
hyper. That's hyper. That's
No, it ain't. I don't want to hear that.
abusing is crazy.
No,
No,
y'all
but
not
I'm
gonna
saying,
y'all not gonna sit here and do this abusive ass relationship and tell us ain't nobody else gonna treat us better. They said
but that's not even the point I'm making though. That's not the
but the
point
point I'm making is that we're gonna get reparations because we're not gonna let this thing go. We're gonna get it from the Republicans or the
I'm
Democrats.
not saying you
We're
should let
going
it.
to
I'm
get
not saying you should have let it go, but the Republicans,
no,
they're
no. These people will make people do whatever we want them to
how they don't like spending. They want to cut. They want to cut Social
do.
Security. They want to cut Medicare. You think they're going
Do
to give reparations? They want to cut
yes, they
Medicare
will.
and Medicaid. That's the
Do
same
they did?
party. Look at their
Yes, they did.
platform.
It doesn't matter. People didn't want to get rid of slavery. We made it happen. People didn't want to give us civil rights. We
Apples to
made it.
oranges, man.
Dude, no, dude. In the 1960s, most white people were against civil rights for black people. Most of them were.
Yes, and then Lyndon.
We pushed that line, sir. Not from the goodness of anybody's heart. We pushed that line. So we're going to do the same thing with reparations. I don't want to hear all of this stuff where
Yes, though, because but for like Civil Rights Act, public opinion had to change, and
no, it
public
didn't.
opinion
No,
it
it
did
didn't.
have to
No, it
change
didn't. No, it
because
didn't.
it did have
No,
to
it
change
didn't.
because you have
Listen,
you had okay.
sir,
Um,
you can't tell me about foundational Black American history as a Haitian immigrant, sir. You don't know my history better than me. I grew up in it, sir. My family's from Alabama. I grew up down in Birmingham. I know the history, sir. You're not going to tell
I
me.
say you didn't know the history?
Okay, but
I'm saying what
know
we
better
all
than my
know.
brother. If I
I'm
want to
saying
know
what
how
we
to
all know, what we
curry,
all can read.
if I want to make some curry, I'll ask you for the recipes. But I'm giving you some FBA history. I'm giving you the recipe.
You're telling
So
me knowledge is already available so I can read, so it doesn't really matter if I'm Haitian or not. I can still
yeah,
get the
because you're
information that you're
talking
gonna
to me
tell
about
me.
history that you're not familiar with, sir.
How's it history if I'm not familiar with it when it's available to me just like it is to you?
Because you haven't lived it, sir, and a lot of stuff is not really
You
public.
weren't alive in the
Like,
1960s.
but I'm
You
but
had
my
family, but you weren't alive.
it's my family,
Okay,
sir.
so you had to learn just like
I
me.
learned from my
Okay.
family, so this is family
I'm
stuff
just
that's
saying we
passed.
can have a conversation
This
without
is
bringing
not
up
from listen.
lineage and all that.
We're talking stuff that's passed down from family. I didn't have to learn it in a book. My mama and them. I got a mama and a grandmama from Alabama who were down there during the civil rights movement. I knew A.G. Gaston, who was very instrumental in the civil rights movement, sir. You understand what I'm saying? When you come from a lineage, you just kind of know this stuff is passed down. I was out there, Fourth Avenue. I know the areas of civil rights. So I'm telling you what I know. A lot of y'all don't know certain things that we have access to the information about. We know certain things that you don't know. We know the real deal. One thing we know that we didn't get those civil rights because we're getting our asses whooped like they want you to believe that John Lewis and all those people were the ones getting whooped with dignity and that's why you got rights. No, we got what we needed because we were pushing that line and we were fighting back. You had people using guerrilla warfare tactics in the 1960s that's not talked about. That's how we got civil rights. These white supremacists didn't want to give us anything. Right after Dr. King got killed, we got the 1968 bill passed 7 days later. You know why? Because the country turned up, the South turned up. That week, there was running all over the country, setting things on fire, sniping people from roofs. That's why we got that bill passed. We didn't wait on no public opinion to change. You understand what I'm saying? Learn you some history, sir. Let me get some more people in, Gabe, because I don't want to hear no babbling. I just wanted to school you. Thank you, Sir Major, for the call. All right. We got to learn some real history here. We got things done because folks turned up. That civil rights bill in 1968 that gave fair housing and all of that stuff, that was the real bill with the teeth in it. Lyndon B. Johnson had to pass that 7 days after King got killed in April. He was forced to do it. It wasn't from the kindness of people's heart. See, Gabriel's talking like a tether. Well, people they got to like you first. You know, you got to get the public opinion. You got to win the white people over. No, we didn't wait for that. No, we didn't win nobody over. We said, hey, this is what it is. Sign that bill or let me get this Molotov cocktail on your ass. You understand? That's how it went down. I want people y'all need to go watch my movie, American Maroon. We talk about what was going on in the 60s, that maroon spirit that kicked in the 60s that they don't like talking about. I want people to understand, foundational Black Americans, we weren't just sitting around getting our asses whooped all the time. There was a lot of fighting back. Down in Texas, I think early 1900s, some brothers in the military heard a sister got ruffled up. Them brothers got their gats and start going into the white neighborhood sniping. They put it on the line. Look up the Robert Charles riot. Foundational Black American man was getting gaffled up. He knew he was going to get lynched. So he said, okay, if I'm going to get lynched, I might as well take a bunch of y'all with me. He started slaughtering them white supremacists. They ended up lynching him, but he took some with him. And the brother knew how to make his own bullets, so they weren't ready for that. They were getting lit up by this brother. Some of us were fighting back. All of us were not taking ass whoopings. Cairo, Illinois, you hear me talk about that all the time, late 60s, early 70s. Them brothers gave the white supremacists an ultimatum. They said, look, if y'all keep playing games with the jobs and y'all not giving us no jobs and fair housing and all of that, it's on and popping. Everybody's going to get this work. And y'all got a certain date in which to do it. They didn't do it. They started sniping, whooping down on all the white supremacists in town and ran them all out. Turned Cairo, Illinois into a ghost town. Look that up. Y'all hear me talk about that all the time. We had black folks who weren't playing games out here. You understand? So yeah, with that whole, you got to win people over. You got to win over their opinion. You ain't got to do that all the time. Yeah, you ain't got to do that all the time. Sometimes you just got to stand on business and you got to use your power to your advantage. The power that we have a voting block. We vote as a block. So if we use that voting block and say, hey, we're not going to vote for this guy unless they satisfy this agenda. And we're going to hold our vote until we find somebody who's going to satisfy our agenda. Once you get on that type of codification, you'll get things done because that's a power move. Unfortunately, now we got a lot of people, and I'm seeing a lot of dudes, not a lot, but a significant number, people caping for Kamala Harris. Now, I understand that you got paid operatives. I understand you got the Plies and the Uncle Lukes and people like that trying to get put on by some liberal talent agency so they can go on a tour somewhere and make a little money. I understand that. But if you're not a paid Democratic operative or some washed up rapper or entertainer trying to get put on, or some moist dude trying to get some LGBT policies passed so you can um, be a mascot for a zaddy, why would a heterosexual black man cape for Kamala Harris, if there are any? Let's be real, because most of the people who are dudes caping for Kamala Harris are not heterosexual. I seen a sister make a video the other day. She was hitting on all types of good points. She said, "Look, any dude who listens to Roland Martin and people like Roland, you're a beta male. No alpha male is listening to a Roland Martin. And that sister has a point. Don't no alpha male listen to Roland or people like him. Don't no dude who has a boss mentality listen to that. Some dude caping for a political party, being a hoe for a political party. That's the most unmanly thing you can do. Be a hoe for anybody. You understand? That's why none of these dudes can really give a good example of why they're caping for Kamala Harris, other than, ooh, Trump is going to get you, and you sound like a bitch. That's bitch talk. Like he's the boogeyman. Trump ain't going to do nothing to us. Trump, he be talking about grabbing women by the coochie. Yeah, you don't want that now. You sound like a buster. You sound like a straight buster talking like that. Let me get Afro Elite back in the building. Then I'm gonna get Brother Grinds in the building. What's up, Afro? Hop on, bro.
To what you're saying, you're very correct. A lot of these people, they say they're not paid directly by the DNC. What these people are, and because I know some, it's a lot out here in Chicago. These are people who are a part of organizations that are funded by the DNC. So
Right.
these people, they do work indirectly for the DNC, and what these people have are coaches who go through training to what they call rebuttal misinformation or disinformation, which is why all of them sound the exact same. Which
Yep.
is why when Kamala first launched her campaign, the first thing they did was say, okay, all of that, she locked people up for weed. This is what you have to say. Say she didn't lock anybody up for weed. As far as the interview where she said no to reparations, they said, don't touch that subject. Avoid it if you can. If they keep pressing the subject, say it was out of context. When it comes to the Asian hate crime bill, say, oh, no, that was the COVID-19 hate crime bill. All of them are saying the exact same thing because they have coaches, and all of the coaches teach them how to rebuttal all of the arguments against Kamala and the whole Democratic Party. That's why they all sound the same. So they
Exactly.
all are indirectly working for the DNC.
Yes, indeed. Good point. Thank you. But yeah, and they get these talking points are emailed daily, just like when Kamala was doing all of that jive turkey, superfly, Foxy Brown ass talking. You bet. I think you remember all of that. The DNC clearly sent some talking points to all of their minions saying, hey, say that she's code switching. Say that that's a part of black culture, which is to code switch, which it ain't. That's why I did my broadcast the other day. That ain't nothing to do with no damn code switching. That was pandering. So yeah, they get all of these talking points from their paymasters. Let's get North. Speaking of Tether, North, what's going on, man? Then I'm gonna get Grinds in the building. North, hop on, man.
Yeah.
All right, what's on your mind, North?
No, I mean, you talking about DNC operative. You literally got somebody on stage that got convicted from stealing from black people. So how
What
you
did
gonna
he?
talk about
What did he steal?
money? What are you talking about? What he
What
steal?
money did he steal from black people? No, he didn't. What money from black people?
Sir Major ain't get convicted of stealing money?
Well, no, he didn't get. He didn't steal
What are
no
you
money.
talking
He
about
didn't
here? What are you talking? It's literal
steal
case.
no money. They always say
What you mean
somebody
he didn't steal
stole
no
something.
money? What are you talking
Who did he
about?
steal the money from?
The donors.
What donors?
The donors that donated to the foundation, the Black Lives Matter allow.
Right, most of those were white people. You said he stole money from black people,
Okay, so but that's supposed to go to resources to black people, right?
and he gave them to black people. He gave some
Why is he convicted then? How did he get convicted?
because they always do that to black folks. How come? Why don't they ever convict the white people who ran these nonprofits and got Black Lives Matter money? How come you
Okay,
never
so why did he spend the
show
money on
me
prostitutes?
show me the
But
convictions for that?
he spent the money on prostitutes.
Oh, damn! Now, where did it say that?
And the case,
He spent money on hoes.
yes.
How?
You don't know about the case?
I know a little bit about it, but you just said that he got
No,
money
you
from.
don't.
So you were not correct in that. So you're
What you
saying
mean? He stole
that,
money. He stole money from black people. The resources supposed to go to black people.
no, he didn't steal
And you
money.
talking about some DNC operatives? You got a
Right,
little
right.
operative
He
on
did.
the stage.
Right. He didn't steal money from black people. You
Yes,
just
he
said
did.
no,
But that money is supposed to go to black people.
no. You're just saying it over and over again. That don't
What
mean
you mean? What you, Tariq? He
you
literally got convicted.
stole money from black people over and
He
over.
literally got convicted of
Then
it.
didn't know. Then you say he stole it from the donors. So which one? The donors were white. Most of
The
the donors
donors
were
gave
white
money to give resources to black people. He stole the money, and he bought
people.
hookers.
Then
It's literally in the case.
how do you know he spent money on hookers?
It's in the case. You read the case. It's in the case.
Well, who you keep saying that he got the money from black people and he
No. The donors, because it could have been black, white, whoever, regardless of race, gave money to give resources to black people.
Okay.
And he spent the money on hookers. So how is he not able?
Now, how much money was it? Was it like 100? How much coochie did he buy with all that money? You saying he spent? Well, how much money was it?
Well, he bought a trap house. He bought some hookers. Like he spent money on suits and shit. Like, be for real. This is a well-known case.
How much money was it?
Like around 300,000 or some shit like that.
So he spent 300,000 tricking on hoes.
Not the whole 300, but he stole the 300.
Because just because they say he did it, don't mean he.
What
did
you
it.
mean to say they got proof of
They
it?
They do that to black.
Oh my god! Like this is ridiculous.
They do that to black activists all the time. They say
Tariq,
they misappropriate the money. They do that to black activists all the time.
Tariq, no, wait. Didn't you criticize Black Lives Money for stealing money? Black Lives Matter? Yeah, you did.
No, I criticized those women for just finessing the whole movement. Period.
Like Sir Major. Like Sir Major.
With the white people.
Like Sir Major.
Along with the white people. No,
like
Sir Major does work, though. Sir Major actually does work in the community.
That nigga harasses women online. That ain't work.
No, Sir Major actually does work.
Like harass women online, that's work? Tariq?
He does work out here on the field.
Oh, okay. Tariq. Sir Major was calling the FBI on a person in Spaces. Like, how is he not an agent?
Dude, do you know how many ops are in these spaces?
Oh, so it's okay to call the FBI on black people?
Do you know how many agent provocateurs are in these
spaces? Like Sir Major.
And
you connected to him because he's second in line FBA.
He did what?
He's second in line in FBA. You connected to him.
What's a second in line in FBA?
So no. That's your homeboy. That's your homeboy. You co-sign him. What are you talking about?
This is why what you're saying can't be trusted because you just lied on me.
What you talking about? You bring him up. Hey, family. Russell Hussey, it's Sir Major. Sir Major's up here. Here's Sir Major. Everybody talk to Sir Major. Russell Hussey.
Hold on. Yeah, but that's no second in line. Second in line of what?
That's your road dog. That's you co-signed Sir Major, and he got convicted of stealing money from black people.
I co-sign a lot of people in here. What is that? What's the second in line?
So you co-signing agents?
Second in line of what?
We looking at you suspicious, brother.
Wait, he's an agent? Wait,
brother, it's suspicious.
Wait, so Sir Major's an agent now?
Yeah. What? Didn't he call the FBI on people?
But wait. How's an agent going to jail?
Is he in jail? Wait, is he in jail? Wait, is he in jail?
How is it if he's an agent, he wouldn't go to jail? So you got to get your lie together.
Wait, he got to go to jail first.
But you got to get your lie together. Which one is
No, that's not a lie. Wait, how you know he ain't cutting no deal? How you know he ain't cutting no deal?
Okay, damn, you're trying to figure out your lie. It's not really.
No, how's it a lie? He got convicted. That way he got convicted.
Let's go back to your other lie. Second in line, he's second in line for FBA. What is that? What's that?
He's second in line to your organization.
Oh, so you got a make-believe organization that doesn't exist?
No, FBA is an organization ran by you. You trademark.
So you're lying on me.
How am I lying? No, I'm not lying. You saying it over and over don't mean nothing.
No, you lying doesn't mean anything.
Ex Sir Major about the
what organization? No. I don't have an organization.
Yeah, you do. You got an organization and you got a comedy club you have on Jefferson.
No.
Called the Hidden History Comedy Club.
No. You lying over and over doesn't make it true. So you proved everything you said about Sir Major is a lie, just like you're lying about me.
Okay, so
you're a lying tether. This is why you can't be believed, sir. See how easy it is for you to lie? I've never claimed to have an organization, which I don't. You just made up something, sir. So you're lying. You're a lying musty tether, which proved my point all along.
Oh, sir. Okay. You have a history comedy club. and you run meetings out of there.
That's good. And what's wrong with that?
No, I'm saying that's the headquarters of the organization. That's what I'm saying.
So the headquarters is the Hidden History Museum Comedy Club.
No, yeah, on Jefferson, yeah.
How is that the headquarters, sir?
That's where your office is, right?
No, that's not.
You don't have an office at the Hidden History Comedy Club.
That's not where my main office is, and my main office.
So you got a second office. So the headquarters, the organization has two headquarters, or what?
What organization?
The FBA organization.
There is no FBA organization.
Yeah,
you lying about it.
Yeah,
doesn't true. Just like when you're in your homeland, lying about having food.
My homeland is Compton. My homeland is Compton.
No, it's not, sir.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I've been in LA longer than you.
Sir, you're a fleeing tether.
My family was one of the first families in Compton.
Sir, you have a gazillion flags in your profile. You're
my flags change every time.
Right, you're a musty, lying tether. All right. You're just sitting here making.
You had to change the subject because you can't co-sign Sir Major.
Sir,
even the other FBA. Wait,
you
even
sat here lying about some fake headquarters of FBA, which there are none. You're talking about second in command and organizations that you made up in your mind.
Even the other FBAs complain about Sir Major.
Sir, what more lies are you going to tell, sir? Now, you sound like an op. You sound like an agent, sir. When people are lying like you are, that's agent behavior. Why are you lying so much? Now I'm curious.
Wait, can I post the article of Sir Major's case? Can I post the article of Sir Major's case?
Why are you lying so much?
Wait, can I post?
No, hold on. People don't lie for no reason. People do things for a practical reason. What are you lying so much about? And you're very passionate about your lies. People don't lie just for nothing. You got an agenda. Sounds like somebody sent you to just tell lies. That's op stuff. And sounds like you're projecting, calling people organizations. And
Tariq used to be better at this, brother.
No, that's projecting, sir. You're a Fed. You're an informant. You're an agent provocateur.
You used to be better at this, brother.
I'm very good at this. You just lying, and you sound like an older gentleman. You too old to be sitting here just lying for nothing. No, you're seasoned with your lies.
This is crazy.
Sir, you are an agent provocateur, aren't you?
Like Sir Major?
Because how you can't be an agent provocateur.
Wait. How many people have complained about Sir Major harassing them in the spaces?
I don't know. I don't be in the spaces like that.
At least 50.
You're lying, but you in here lying.
But that other FBAs don't even co-sign that nigga, and you co-sign them.
But where you in here lying, I don't have to. I can co-sign.
Wait, ain't no lie. Wait, can I post a case?
Don't matter. No, because you're already proven to be a liar. So.
Oh, okay. I ain't lying about nothing. All right.
You've already
You used to be.
You've lied about a false organization that doesn't exist. And are you jealous of our comedy club?
You trolling means.
Are you jealous of our comedy club / museum? Is that what you're upset about? Why does a comedy club / museum got you so bussy hurt? What's up with that? Why that got you so messed up? Why does the comedy / club / museum got you so butthurt? You're a grown man, and
you trolling. You trolling means I won. I won this debate.
No, I'm not. You're the one.
Yeah, you are. You trolling.
No, you're whining about our museum. You're whining. That got you triggered. What man triggered about a museum for? Does that kind of make you feel like a failure that you didn't get anything popping and you're reduced to trolling for your operatives online? Because you got a crappy job being an online troll for them people, sir. That's a crappy job to have. Right, North? Anyway, North, let me get you out of here. Lord, you couldn't even get your lies straight, buddy. You couldn't get your damn lies straight. You start lying on me. That's a make-believe organization that I don't have. There is no organization that I have. I'm not the leader of anything. Never claimed to be. Now, if you want to make that up in your mind, okay, that's on you. You just fantasizing. And I hope in your fantasies you got your pants on. Because, since you're in fantasy mode, you might be thinking something else. I don't want you to be looking at me and than putting on some of them Roland Martin video clips.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tariq Nasheed. I'm out here at the Hidden History Museum here in Los Angeles, and I want to invite you to the September Soul Saturday event that we're having here at the Hidden History Museum. We're going to have a lot of phenomenal comedians. We're going to have complimentary food, complimentary drinks, great music, great mingling, great networking. So I want to see you here. Join me here, 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles, September 14th, 2024, 7 p.m. Come on and vibe out. For more information and to get your tickets, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We'll see you here.